Hello and welcome to AnnuityAssociation.com for another retirement video series segment here. Today we're going to be discussing how we're able to help our clients alleviate the worry and stress of the stock market volatility. So one of the number one concerns that we hear from clients on a day-to-day basis is that they're tired of riding the retirement roller coaster. The retirement roller coaster looks something like this. Now, some of you at home might say that, well, that probably looks like my heart rate when the market's going up and down. And while I would agree with you, that's probably true if that's a very big concern of yours. This actually is supposed to mimic the stock market volatility. Every day it's going up and down due to different economic triggers and conditions. And you know, if you have all of your nest egg that's invested in the market constantly going up and down, that can be very nerve-wracking for you, and we can definitely understand how it can be stressful. The goal of you know, our retirement planning strategy is to allow our clients to have a worry-free and stress-free retirement, and one that they get the most value out of because their income and their growth is all safe and predictable. So the retirement roller coaster is something that we hear about all the time, and I'm not a big roller coaster fan myself, so I definitely wouldn't want to be on that ride, especially in retirement and I'm no longer making an income from my employment. So we know how important it is to make sure that we provide a way for clients to achieve safe growth. So today we're going to show you how you can do that. So typically, clients have their money in an IRA or a 401k, and you know, these are the common retirement vehicles or portfolios that people have, and while they're great for certain things, they're also, you know, somewhat risky, and depending on how you have those portfolios constructed, you know, they might be in riskier portfolios or product investments that, you know, don't necessarily align with your risk tolerance. So the first step that we recommend is understanding what is your risk tolerance, what is your investment risk profile, and we'll help you do that, and that's something that we can definitely assist with. It's free of charge to understand what your risk profile is, and then we'll also help recommend that you get your portfolio analyzed to see where the money is invested currently and how risky of a portfolio is it, and lastly, does it align with your risk tolerance. So a lot of clients that we work with come to us and they say, you know, Jeremiah, I have an IRA or 401k with, you know, my entire life savings in it. Let's just say it's $500,000. It may be more, maybe less, but we'll just use that for easy math. And you know, their biggest concern is that every day they wake up, the market's either down or up, and you know, the next time, you know, an executive decision is made at the White House and it affects the market, their money's constantly going up and down, and while we know that that's just the way the market is, the biggest thing that we don't know is, you know, when is the next downturn going to happen in the market? And if we're not prepared for it, what's going to happen to your money? You know, if you go back to 2008, when the stock market had its last, you know, real big crash, this $500,000, if you had it in an IRA or 401k that was invested moderately to, you know, somewhat aggressive portfolio, you could have lost upwards of 40+%. You could have had a loss of 40+%. So, you know, you're cutting this down in half, essentially. And if you're relying on your nest egg, your retirement savings, to provide you income in retirement, well, you're going to have to make a pretty big lifestyle adjustment going from having $500,000 in retirement to, you know, half of that. So if you find yourself, you know, constantly, you know, looking at the stock market and seeing what it's doing, you're constantly reading the news and seeing what impacts are happening economically to our country, maybe you're losing sleep every night because the stock market may have had a big loss one day and you lost 10 or 20% of your nest egg. If you find yourself in that boat, then what we recommend is taking a look at an annuity product that provides safe growth. Now, what safe growth means is exactly how it sounds. Let's say you have $500,000 in an IRA or 401k and you're approaching retirement and you want to make sure that you don't lose a lot of that money due to stock market volatility. You can take a portion of your retirement nest egg and move it into a fixed indexed annuity product. And what that is going to do for you is, let's say you move $200,000 into this. So we take 200K and put it down here. Well, that $200,000 that you deposit into this fixed indexed annuity is going to come with some guarantees and, most importantly, principal protection. So that $200,000 that you put into that fixed indexed annuity, let's say the first year that you have the money in that product and the market goes down, let's say there's a big economic downturn that starts to rear its ugly head and the market starts to go down about 15%. Well, the benefit of having your money in a safe growth annuity is that while the market may have gone down 15%, your $200,000 stays whole. It's protected. And as long as you have the money in that account, it's going to stay protected. Now, the other cool thing about having your money in a safe growth annuity is that it's also going to give it the ability to grow, but grow safely. So the way fixed indexed annuities are structured, they allow the owner to participate in a portion of the market gains. So whenever the market goes up, your $200,000 will be able to benefit from that gain in the market. Let's say the market goes down. Well, the other benefit of having it in a safe growth annuity is that your money stays right where it was when it achieved the gain. They call it a high water mark. Wherever that money got to, that's where it stays, even if the market does go down. And having that peace of mind and knowing that, hey, my $200,000 is locked in, it's protected, and it can grow when the market does do well, that's the best of both worlds. And we're helping clients achieve a huge peace of mind because they're able to tie a portion of their nest egg into these safe growth vehicles to allow them to grow, but also not to lose any. So the other cool thing about a safe growth annuity is that, let's say we build a plan for you and let's say you want to be able to take an income stream within 10 years. Well, we can grow this $200,000 as aggressively as possible inside these safe growth annuities. And at the end of that 10-year mark, the annuity product and the carrier is going to tell us, hey, at the end of this 10 years, we're going to be able to generate a lifetime income stream, and it's going to give you a predictable income that you'll never outlive. So, and all we do with that is it's a turn of a button, a turn of a switch within the annuity product itself, and we'll help you lock in an income stream that you can't outlive. So we're talking safe growth, principal protection, and the potential for lifetime income all within one vehicle. And that is what we call a fixed indexed annuity. If you found this information valuable and feel that it could be of a huge value to you in retirement, please feel free to click the fiduciary tab at the top right of our page here. And there's a button that you'll find that you can schedule your own free web consultation and speak with one of our trusted advisors so that we can answer any questions that you have and potentially build a plan just like this for you. Thank you for tuning in to AnnuityAssociation.com. My name is Jeremiah Conger. We look forward to serving you in retirement.